The other one was the very last one with the 3. Right? They were very specific, very precise. They didn't seem to have a great big reason for being here apart from the fact that they were here.
It's a note for it. I've been told I have 3 people in spirit and they're all connected to the one person, but they will not tell me who I'm going to, so please listen. I have an elderly lady who would have passed, and she is extremely elderly. In her, I would say, have to be late 80s into her 90s. She kept her faculties, although she may have had some vision problems near the end and some hearing problems because she was getting older. She couldn't really move around. I do believe she would have gone into care and she would have been looked after. I have another family member for this person, and this person is quite a particular person. She's like very religious, and I feel like she almost takes on the nun-like energy. And she steps forward too, and she's actually holding a small child. She's holding a small child in her arms, nursing that small child. Now, I've been given those 3 things. Can anybody place those 3 things in sequence? An elderly lady in the spirit realm, a nun who would have been connected in through family, and a child who would have gone to spirit very, very early in its life. Can anybody place this, please? Please say somebody can.
And I loved the way that they worked differently with me, and they wouldn't tell me who I was going to. And I think that also keeps me on my toes. Do I trust? Because as a medium, you can go through a process where you start to work in a certain way, and instead of listening to spirit, you can just go on this kind of tangent. So you've got to be able to listen to spirit and do what they tell you.
So you can place all 3 of those?
Well, I'm guessing on the last one.
With the child?
Well, I'm guessing my sister's been trying to get pregnant and she's lost a few.
Right, okay, so that fits, and you can place a nun in the
My
family?
mother was lost her mum, but she was brought up in a convent.
Thank you very much. And the
My
elderly?
grandmother was very old, couldn't see.
Thank you.
Okay, so spirit have a great sense of humour. I think that you have a good sense of humour. I hope that I have a good sense of humour. And I've told my kids that when I go to spirit, they better beware because I'm coming back to haunt them, all right? And if anyone says that I'm holier than thou, or they give that kind of information and it's really sort of sad and mournful, they will not buy it at all, right? Because you bring through the personality. And that's what is so wonderful about this, because all of the humour that comes from the person who they know and love, and the characteristics, and all of the insight into their life, right? All the things that you don't want people to know about, you know, all those kind of things, they can bring them through, and that's good evidence.
They presented themselves, and they did not want to take me to a particular person. They just wanted to present themselves and for them to be owned by you. Okay, so I have all 3 of these family members coming in for you. I think you're very blessed in your life to have such an amazing family, because as they step forward, they come forward with that feeling of just being absolutely loved and loving, and that kind of sense of family. You understand that it's so important to them, and the fact that you're here tonight just absolutely makes them also happy. They want you to know that they are with you. They want you to know that they love you. They want you to know that they acknowledge the sense of importance of family, and they want you to know that basically you are exactly where you're meant to be.
And so I think that humour is what I tap into. And I know myself, people aren't boring in the physical world, so why on earth would they be boring and over serious or holier than thou or godly like? Usually you find they weren't. You know, they were people and they were real, and that's what people relate to. Make it real.
And this is where you're meant to be. And please, if you could, keep exploring that communication between spirit and the earth plane. Okay? Just explore it. Okay? So if you could take that from them, I would be really, really grateful. They love you, they're here for you, and I'll leave them with you.